Join me today as I continue working on the garland for Santa's sweet shop. Okay, so we're going to continue where we left off. I did the newel post the other day. I hope you caught that video. And I am going to begin the garland. And the newel post set the tone for what I'm going to be doing. So those are the peppermint spindles that I made from pool noodles. Now what I'm going to do is I highlight the points of attachment. So I'm going to start here with the 3 giant peppermints that I made from the white pumpkins at Dollar Tree. And I start to enhance that by using red glitter picks, silver picks, and I also have ficus leaves that I've spray painted white and enhanced with glitter to pick up some light. So now what I do is I try to make like an arrangement, just like you would do on a table or in a vase. I try to do that at these points. So I try to make it symmetrical and pleasing to the eye and, continue with my theme. So you see there's the set of 3, and then I have the 2 silvers on each end, and then the red and the silver. Now what I've done now is I began layering in my ribbon, and right now I'm using the silver glitter ribbon, and I doubled it up with the candy cane ribbon. And here, sometimes I end by twirling the end like a croissant so that it's not so monotonous. And here I tucked in an elf because remember, the elves are responsible for making all the candies and sweets for Santa. So they're all over the place, hiding in the candy, eating and whatnot. So now you can say I started adding in some gingerbread. I have some donuts and ice cream cones, white berries, and red berries. Now, I also used red striped ornaments, silver ornaments to pick up the light. And right there, you saw that was a styrofoam ball that I wrapped with red cellophane paper to make it look like a big gumdrop. So again, it's a lot of trial and error. I put on, I take it off, I put it on, I take it off. That's why I really didn't show you, because it's kind of a boring, crazy process in order for me to do that. So now what I decided was I have that trio. Now I'm going to work in that corner right there with the same thought process, and then I'm going to work in the outside corner right there with the same thought process, which gives me a triangle of the same thought process. And there you can see up there, I have the double peppermints this time, not trio, but double in each one of those corners. Okay, so here I am showing you same process. I added in the red glitter picks, the silver picks, and the white ficus leaves as well. All right, so I zoomed ahead because, it was way too difficult for me to video everything I was doing because, to be honest with you, it's like I just keep running up and down the steps and up and down the steps, and that's boring to watch. So I'll explain what I did here. So you all saw the newel post. I hope you caught that video. So there it is, and this is, like I said just before, Santa's Sweet Shop. So now what I did was I kind of concentrated decor stuff at points, like that point right there. Then as I went up behind the tree over there, I didn't do much. You can see back there, I just put some pine cones. I'll show you that because the tree is too overpowering, and then it just becomes like visual clutter. So then up there I did, you see on top of that peppermint spindle, I did there. And then I obviously did the corner, and then I did that point and this corner as well, and over there. Let me shut this off and zoom in for you. All right, so as you notice, or if you didn't notice, but I know a lot of you are like eagle eyes, you see I put the peppermints at that corner, and then I put peppermints in that corner over there. And then I put the peppermints down here in this corner, so it makes it's like a triangle, right? That principle of 3. Then to reduce that visual clutter up there, what I did was the lights don't actually do that. The phone is making the lights look like they move, but they're not moving. Up there, I have a chocolate ice cream cone with a elf hugging it. and I'll show you that in a second closer. And then I have the same thing there, the ice cream cone with an elf, and then over in the corner, the ice cream cone with the elf, again, to reduce the visual clutter of everything that's going on. And then up at the top on that straight run over there, I did a straight piece of garland, again, to reduce that clutter, because when you have so much, you need variety in order for the eye to keep looking at it, because otherwise it just becomes a big blur. And I mean, it's a big blur to a lot of people anyway, but for those that have an eye and are really looking, they'll have interest. Hold on, the phone's ringing. Okay, well, I just lost my whole train of thought because, do you still have a landline? We have a landline, in case of an emergency. Somebody told us that we should keep a landline, but all we do is get crappy calls and spam crap. It's annoying. Anyway, let me show you some of the details of how I did what I did. So here we go right here. I started with the peppermint, that trio of peppermints in there. And then the next thing I did was I added the combination of the silver ribbon with the candy cane ribbon. And what I did was I kind of like looped it, and then I just let it cascade. I tucked it in and secured it into the garland, and then I continued down. Now, since it's a candy theme, I tried to use, a little bit of, those candy colors, the red and the white ornaments, red ornaments, silver ornaments, just to give some glistening. I used white berries here, as well as some red berries. And then I used some ornaments, ice cream cones, and donuts, and marshmallows, and so on. I then filled in with these ficus leaves, which I spray painted white, and then I have some glitter on them as well to pick up some light. And I also went in, and these are just red loops, and I twist tied the end with floral wire, and then I use it as a pick, and I go in, so it just, looks like it's flowing through there. Now, why did I do that? Well, because, and this is not lit, if you remember, up there on top of the closet, I have that red ribbon in there, and I wanted it to all be cohesive, as well as on the hearth where the elves are cooking the chocolate, same thing, the red ribbon. So I needed that same consistency here. So you see, I also added in some natural pine cones, I added in some silver pine cones, and I added in some red pine cones as well. And then up here, I tucked in an elf, because it's the elves that do all the cooking of the candy and stuff for Santa. Because remember, the elves, their four main food groups are, what is it, MaryAnn? Candy canes, candy, corn, and syrup, if anybody watches Elf. Okay, so again, a lot of details all in there. Let me take you up at the top and show you those. So like I said, behind the tree, I just did this trio of pine cones right here, because again, the tree is so overwhelming that I don't need something, right there. Take a look at these old-fashioned candles. These were MaryAnn's. She's had them a long time. And I saw online that they are in great demand again right now. So the candles at the corner, the plastic ones. So I put them here. They're not lit yet. I have to run a light in both of those as well. You'll see that when you see the whole room though. So then up here, what I did, like I said, was I did the straight run across. And again here, I added in the marshmallows and candy and cupcakes and gingerbread and whatnot. And then you notice I did the beads here, and I did the red and the white, the motif here to, continue with the look of the candy. All right, so this is tough for me to show because I'm on the steps hanging off this side. But you see I made those chocolate ice cream cone right there. I used the styrofoam conical shape, and then I used a piece of floral foam at the top, and I just carved it into, like what a chocolate or any kind of ice cream would look. And then up here I kept it more simple. I just used the red and the white ornaments, and the same idea with the candy cane and the silver ribbon as well as the red loop. And then you notice I also added in the teardrop striped ornaments as well. A lot of layers, a lot. So there's a lot of cuteness going on. Again, for those that like to look at details, like if you can see right there, I have that elf hugging the ice cream cone. And then this one over here, he has a candy in his hands that he's, either taking to eat himself or giving it to somebody else. And then the donuts and so on. And then, let me come around here. And you see her, this elf right here, she's wrapped around that ice cream cone. And then I have one over here as well, and I have him hugging the cone as well. Okay. Did I mention about the ficus leaves? I did. So again, I used a lot of silver picks, red picks, and those ficus leaves to fill in the area. Okay, let me go back down. So then on that side of the railing, I did the garland on this side because the other side is the music room, and it has a totally different color scheme. But I think it all works well anyway together. MaryAnn was a little bit concerned. She thought maybe it was detracting from the beauty of that gold tree over there, but I think it all works well together. It's Christmas. So again, here I use the peppermints, the marshmallows, and the same ideas again repeated. So once I finally figured out those ideas, then I keep repeating them and repeating them. Oh, here's another detail down here. Take a look down here at this little elf, and he has a little plate in front of him filled with candy, so he's busy eating away there. Okay, now, I don't know if you spotted this before, but I have a little elf in a hot air balloon. I used an ornament up there so you can see there he is in there, and he's in his little basket, and he has a candy cane fishing pole, and he is reeling in a cookie. So let me go down. I'm up on a ladder so I could get a better view for you. Okay, so there he is, way up there, flying by, trying to get a cookie on the sly. Come around so you can see his little candy cane fishing pole. Okay. And I also wanted to mention, one of our YouTube friends suggested I get this flame bulb for the hearth in here, and we both really like it. I think it makes a big difference, and I really like that. We found it in Home Depot. They're about $10 a piece, and so I think that makes a difference. But anyway, okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video of the garland on the stairway. And what's left in here is, as you can see, I started putting up some of the accessories, which I didn't talk to you about yet, but I will eventually. And we will be getting started on the big tree soon. I might start something else before we actually work on the big tree, but that's what's coming up. And again, it's not blinking, but it's blinking on my phone. So anyway, all right. Hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget, please subscribe if you just stumbled on me. It's free to do so. And give me a thumbs up. It helps my videos get out so other people can see what I'm doing. And drop me a comment. I love reading them. And I try to answer everybody back, or at least give you a heart, so you know that I did read them. Okay, everybody, take care. And I'll be seeing you really soon with the next installment of our Christmas 2023 series. Bye-bye.